Today we are going to know about diabetic foods, that which type of food items a diabetic person should consume and which type of food items a diabetic person should avoid, and also going to know about some food ingredients that works as a medicine to control diabetes. And with all of that, we are going to know about a medicinal plant that is highly effective to treat diabetes and control your blood sugar level. So to know all about that, stay tuned. Hey everyone, this is Aagam Singh Sisodiya and you're watching me on Disease Media. So firstly, we are going to know about the food items that works as a medicine to control your diabetes. The first food item that works as a medicine is bitter gourd, also known as Karela in Hindi. It contains a special ingredients, or we can say it is a chemical compound that works or mimics the insulin. As you know, in diabetes what happens, there is an imbalance of insulin in our body. There is a resistance which is created in diabetes. So the Karela, the bitter gourd, contains that ingredients that mimics the insulin, that works like insulin and will help to reduce the amount of blood sugar. If the bitter gourd is available seasonally, you can make juice of it and drink it at least 1 glass a day. It will help you to reduce the amount of blood sugar. Or if the Karela or the bitter gourd is not available seasonally, you can take the powder from any shop in the market, from a ayurvedic shop, from the online shops. You can purchase this powder and take it every day. It will help to reduce the amount of blood sugar. The second ingredient, that is Indian gooseberries, also known as amla in Hindi, that will help you to reduce the amount of blood sugar, as it contains some ingredients that will help the insulin to work properly. So it will ultimately reduce the amount of blood sugar and help you to control the diabetes. The third ingredients are fenugreek seeds, also known as methi dana in Hindi, that also contains some type of ingredients that will help you to balance your blood sugar level. In fourth place, there is a category of berries like strawberries, blueberries, blackberries. They all contain some medicinal properties that will help you to reduce the blood sugar level of your body. Especially the seeds of blueberries, also known as jamun. The seeds of blueberries contain some special ingredients as a medicine that will control the excess amount of sugar in your blood. So these are the food ingredients that we should consume on our daily basis to control diabetes. But now we have to know about the food items that we consume daily so that we can control the intake of carbohydrate in a balanced amount. As you know, in diabetes, high amount of blood sugar occurs due to excess of carbohydrate intake. So when we limit the amount of carbohydrate intake that we actually needed, not in excess, then we are going to control diabetes forever. So to control the amount of carbohydrate intake, you just have to design a plate in a specific manner. You just have to take a plate, divide it in 3 parts. The 50% of the portion of this plate should contain the raw fruits and vegetables. Any type of vegetable. You can also steam that vegetables if you are not able to take them raw. You can take the first 50% portion with the fruits and vegetables that are less in calories and less in carbohydrates, that will ultimately help you to balance the amount of carbohydrate intake in your body. The second portion of this plate should include proteins that occupies about 25% of the plate. You have to include proteins in it. Proteins are like legumes, pulses, different type of pulses you can consume it. You can take some type of dairy products like buttermilk, the skimmed milk. Don't take so much of creamy or fatty things because they will create problems in your diabetes. In the portion of protein, you can also take nuts and legumes, like you can take almonds, walnut, you can take grams, you can take any type of legume like black-eyed beans. These are very beneficial in diabetes. And the last portion of this plate, you should include whole grains that covers about 25% of the plate's portion. That whole grains include different type of grains, like you can take brown rice, you can take mixed grains roti, mix flour roti that includes many type of cereals like wheat, brown rice. You can add quinoa, you can add ragi, you can add barley. Different type of grains you can include in that flour, and you can purchase that flour from the market also. That will help you to decrease the amount of blood sugar and will help you to control your diabetes. Also, with that amount of food, we have to include some amount of flax seeds in our diet that contain high amount of omega-3 fatty acids that will increase the amount of metabolism in our body, that will ultimately reduce the amount of glucose in our blood and help in controlling the diabetes. So now in few minutes we are going to know about that medicinal herbal plant that will help you to control your diabetes. But before that, we are going to know about the food items that we should avoid during diabetes. The first category of food item which we should avoid during diabetes are the refined food products like refined sugar, maida, white bread, or pasta, or any type of fast food, or white rice. These are the refined products. What happens due to refined products, that when we take these type of refined food products, they extremely release glucose at a very fast rate because their digestion is very easy. They just go inside and release the sugar, and that will increase the amount of sugar in our bloodstream. In diabetes, we also have to focus on the amount of salt and the fat intake because they also create some problems in the diabetes. In diabetes, as we all know, we should avoid the intake of sweets because they contain high amount of carbohydrate that will release high amount of glucose in our body, that will increase the sugar level in our blood. So we should avoid any type of chocolate, any type of soft drink, any type of fruit juices because they will increase the amount of glucose in our body. So now this is the time to know about that herbal plant that will help you to reduce the amount of blood sugar in your body and ultimately help you to control your diabetes. The medicinal herbal plant is gurmar, also can be pronounced as gurmar, that is highly effective to control the sugar level of our body. Let's see that plant, that how it looks like.
जो हरे पेड़ है ना, ये हरे बेलड़ा, बेलड़ा छारा पेड़ के पेड़, इसको बोलते हैं गुड़मार।
गुड़मार
ये क्या मीठे को मार देता है।
अच्छा,
इसको गुड़ मार बोलते हैं, गुड़ को मार देता है।
अच्छा,
फीका कर देता है गुड़ को।
गुड़ को फीका कर देता है।
कितना गुड़ खा लो आप, इसका एक छिलका खा लो, फीका ही फीका लगेगा आपको।
अच्छा अच्छा,
मीठा नहीं लगेगा, शुगर की बीमारी में काम आता है।
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा,
जैसे किसी शुगर वगैरह हो जाता है ना, तो इसको यूज में लो आप।
अच्छा, ये बेल को,
ये बेल जो लिपटी हुई है, बेल लिपटी हुई है।
We can purchase this plant from a nursery, or we can purchase the products of that plant from a ayurvedic herbal shop. So this is all about diabetic food items. I hope this video helps in understanding your concept. If you like this video, then give it a thumbs up. Please share this video with your family and friends. And if you haven't subscribed this channel, please subscribe this channel, press the bell icon and select all to get more notifications about these type of videos.